Hey, I'm jumping on here fast. It's Friday morning, just got underway, getting this video out of here. A lot of things that are going on, and I just figured, you know what, let me put the video on here because I'm going to have to go over all this stuff again. First of all, we got a nice rip in Apple. I would like to get out of my Apple a little, have some Apple. We have our Amazon. For some reason, I think we're going to get through that in 790 area today. It's 792. That's where I'm planning on taking it off. If we hit that, we nail it. You know what? I'll buy you I'll buy you a drink the next time we get together. But we're in from a couple days ago, and we're up like 30 points on it. So it's like, and that's we're trading the options, of course. The on this looking really good though, looking really really good. And then I added a new one to the trade alert box, and I wanted to make sure everyone understood that that's a great setup. It's very similar to Joe. Joe has been a rock star, nailed it. That's the thoughts for this morning, and I'm looking at Apple. I wanted to bring up some charts first, just to see what the reasoning is to hold on to the Apple here or to get rid of it at this point, and that's what I'm trying to do right now. I was also trying to do a little video here with you, so I might be all over the place here. My chart came out really big here. I'm gonna have to close it up like this. It's waiting. It's loading up. Oh my God, what do you mean? All right, there we are. That's the TC 2000 screen and EXR here. We got so much to go over today. AAPL is the first thing I want to look for. And, there's nothing wrong with this. This looks so strong. It's just curling back up. It's continuing to trend. The only bad news is going to be bad news. Basically, Yogi Bearism. It's not, nothing's going to change here. Everything looks pretty good, pretty strong. The momentum here, it works as it works. Momentum here brings on momentum. Higher prices bring on higher prices. It's not, unless there's something that's going to change that story, this looks good. Of course, you could take it off here with the profit, get a little pullback and trade it. But the longer term looks good here. But that's what I'm thinking about, taking a little off, trading it. Some other things here that look really golden. Of course, the FANG stocks are just looking so good right now. Also, the Amazon, like I said, we still have the calls in the Amazon, and cost per share $3.05. Trading right now at where's my bid and ask? I don't even have the bid and ask up here. All right, I have to set up that little column. So again, looking for more upside here. Colgate-Palmolive looks great. The Joe looks good. I'm going to come back and we're going to talk about all these stocks in a second. But right now we're watching the markets. The S&P, the Dow is at 19,903 right now. So history could be made today. We could hit Dow 20,000. It's 97 points away. And today could be a good day for that. So we're going to also try to record that if that happens also.
Hey, John.
Hey, how you doing?
Did you hear that?
No, I was trying to set up my Skype. What's going on?
Oh, no, I was right when you started chiming in through Zello, I had to take the call. My wife called, so I was worried that you were like trying to have a conversation with me and I wasn't answering you back.
Oh, yeah, no,
so,
I didn't.
Okay.
You didn't, no, whatever.
All right,
I
cool.
just want to get my thoughts across this morning before I started working, but I wanted to chime in here because I think you're set up, Paul, to take out 20,000 today. I think you
think
are.
so, huh?
I think this might be the day. Just thrown out there, and I think we get to 792 on Amazon. I think we get to 792 on Amazon. That's where I'm going to look to sell these calls.
Now, how are you just curious how you're getting that number? I have sort of a recent level that's back on the chart that's probably real close to that, but I'm wondering how you're getting that one.
Oh, you know what? Lots of times I actually look at the bigger stocks where there's these whole numbers. They work great with stocks like Procter & Gamble, Colgate-Palmolive, like the 67 level right here. We probably hit this yesterday and pulled back. You see, I'm looking at my own charts, but the smaller these stocks here with these whole numbers, but with the Amazon and stuff, the whole numbers don't come into play. We usually overshoot those, so I always go for something about a 2-point overshoot on some of these. Where I'm thinking of, the 790 is an obvious number. I think we get through that 791, 792. Just kind of throwing it out there that we're going to get through it.
If you look at my screen real quick, here's the daily on Amazon, and I'm looking back here in like the end of the third week of November. We went up, and it looks like a real closest to 792.
Oh, good. And it's no doubt that I think it's going higher than this. It's just about trying to. I don't even know if I want to sell it today.
Yeah, and if it gets to 792 or 790, whatever, what's another 10 points to 800? That's that gap area. That's a magnet.
Yeah.
That's not that big. 10 points on a $700 stock is not that big of a percentage move. This thing can very easily do that, and get up to even 800 today. It's there's nothing for this thing to move 5, 6, 7, 8 points. When it's got that power behind it. And it definitely has today and yesterday.
Yeah,
it's been awesome.
A little dip here. Anyway, I want to be like I said, I'll be here. Did you check out? I tell you, man, I'm really liking this Cocoa play. I posted this chart on the NIB, the NIB ETF, Cocoa ETF. I posted it in the room.
Oh, okay.
On the trailer box, just people take a look at it.
Oh, all right. Oh, I see it.
Yeah.
Oh, you got a trading view chart here.
Yeah.
I got to bring it over to this computer.
Yeah, I've been using
this is ETF.
Yeah, Cocoa.
Okay. All right, I'm pulling it up.
It's identical.
So this looks like your HBS where you put notes and everything on it.
Yeah. Now, basically, I've been doing a lot more extra stuff using the TradingView platform. I want to talk to you about that. I think we can get this station on there. I think we can. I think, I want to talk to you more.
Absolutely sure we can.
I have a good deal for them that would benefit them. Because I use their charts for the HPS setups. We could do a whole private show for them. All had some good ideas yesterday. I wrote them all down. I'll talk to you later about, not today, but I'll talk to you over the weekend.
I think that's a great idea, man. They've been they're powering our HPS platform, and the charts are real powerful. But it's so easy too for members to share a link of a chart they're looking at, or I think it's be good to do more with them.
And then I think we need to start a Bitcoin show. An after-hours Bitcoin show. I need someone, someone who's really an expert on the cryptocurrency. Would be interesting.
I definitely am not.
I just don't have the time. I would love to do it and learn about it because I was watching the trading last night on that, and it moves around, but I didn't apply any of the HPS, playbook plays to it. I didn't look for divergences. I didn't see how different things set up on Bitcoin. But I think it'd be because it's such an active overnight trader. And it was like I was watching some of these chat rooms on the Trading View thing, and it was crazy. It was watching them scroll all these people into Bitcoin. It's it's a currency. It's a forex. It's like
Yeah. What now? I have a ticker up here because we were talking about the Bitcoin earlier this morning, but you were. I don't think you were in yet. And I was looking for a ticker that I could pull up on the DTNIQ feed. The one that we're using for our MedBid.
Yeah.
And I got BTSC, but it's like 4 cents. It's chartable and stuff, but there's no volume in it whatsoever. It says it's Bitcoin Services Incorporated common stock. I know that's not the one we need to look at. We need to look at the currency value, right?
Yeah, the currency. So it would be the one. Maybe the BTC USD, the Bitcoin US, dollar.
Okay. Have you tried to pull it up for yours yet?
No, I haven't.
For your okay.
I just did it on the Trading View. They have a chart. They have real good interactive charts.
Yeah, which is cool.
I'd like to incorporate those more on the newer site. Maybe you have, just incorporate those.
It's something entirely new, fairly new. Not everybody's even aware of it or whatever. I think it would be a great addition and new topic matter to consider.
Yeah. That's the future. Who knows?
Oh, yeah, man. Everything collapses and everything. We're going to have to go to something like that.
Yeah, currency.
Every transaction that's ever happened is in each coin. It's totally. I'm not saying it can't be busted or something wrong with it, but it's supposed to be basically total transparency type of currency. And hell, we make dollars and on the fly now out of print dollars out of thin air just for the stroke of a keyboard nowadays, anyways, from the Federal Reserve and everything. So, this thing actually starts a value with zero and works its way from there. It's interesting stuff. I don't know that much about it. I was actually considering trying to start a mining operation and actually mine those things.
See, I still don't know what that whole thing means. But I don't want to go into that. I don't know.
Yeah, it's got something to do with using computer technology and CPU power to basically reconcile transactions that are inside of it. It's something like that. Okay,
wow.
It's a process that has to happen. But you can basically make money by spending your CPU power. I bought a machine and I was going to set up a GPU mine. They use GPUs to do it, which are the graphics card processor. Any type of processor can mine coins. And I did research. This was probably 4 years ago. And I just gave up on it. I was like, this is crazy. It's going to take me 1.7 years to come up with a value of $1.09 versus, American dollars. I'll use more power on the computer than that, but it is an interesting topic.
Well, yeah. I mean, anyway, that's, like I said, there's some thoughts we'll throw out there to people. But, all right, I'll let you get back to it. I'll tune in after. Right. I'll chime in after.
I got to make a phone call around noon or so if you feel like hopping on, maybe and just going over some charts or something, or at least on the audio if you want. Sounds good. But yeah, look at this last trading meter, man. Three of the just picked the three little spikes here, pre-market, and then right before, two of them pre-market, and the one I just mentioned just here, trading meter on the yes, working good on the short side.
Oh yeah,
and the long side too.
Yeah, it looks good. It looks great. All right, man.
All right, man. Thanks. Good luck. Just holler anytime you got something.
All right. Thanks, Paul. Bye.
All right, man. See ya.
All right, so that was me on Skype with Paul during the show, because I just realized my video's still going on too, and well, that's the way we have it, going down. So going downtown, Amazon pulling back a little, but not only 2-point pullback. I'm not too concerned with that. I'm just sitting down here really on Friday and trying to get a feel of things. This Joe is really working out good. Let's just start off with that. Consider this to be part of the HPS watch list anyway. We'll do things a little bit different this week. It's been a great week for trading, and again, we're getting closer to the inauguration, so I think that's going to be a key thing also, just the inauguration and how do we trade up into it. Let me turn off this other thing here that I have going on. I got so much going on my screen. You know what? The master of multitasking. All right. Hey, thanks, T-Trader. T-Trader in the room here, saying a good show already. So, Joe. Yeah, that's our divergence. Follow through. Look at it. Just continue to climb. I don't have a problem with this going a little bit higher. And then today, or yesterday, I just used the TradingView platform to post this chart. Well, you have to go to the TradingView platform and follow me at DayTraderRockStar. So don't forget to go to DayTraderRockStar or the username DayTraderRockStar. Follow me on TradingView, and you can get alerted to some of these charts. And I of course, put them in the trade alert box for the members of Day Trading Radio. So a couple different ways you can get some of the late night research that I am doing here. And this one doesn't have all the bells and whistles and the buy zones, but this is the one we're looking at, and this looks fantastic. Excited about it, really. CMG here getting close to that 400 mark. The CL, I told you we're going to break out on this. I had such a good read on these. Here's that little channel, that pullback, and now the reversal and out of the channel. Now we have a downward channel line. I mean, again, that we could be taking profits on this at any point. So I'm not saying that you should chase them at this point. What else do we have? AVB here starting to pop. The PSA got up to 228. Still have some time on that. Extreme looking pretty good. EXR, some of the other REITs are looking really good. I'm fired up today. And the Colgate, like I said, the Colgate looking pretty damn good too. I got a lot of Colgate for some reason. I don't know why. Let me see what I'm holding here. It doesn't show my position size. Colgate 6650s. 6650s. They're looking good. All right. Getting back to the Colgate Palmolive here. Really, really starting to love this. I think we have a big breakout coming here. We're going to continue. Looked at it just now, analyzed it. I said, you know what? I want to keep it. Even though we are rotating here fast, pretty fast right here. This was a decent setup overall. And we have a decent trend line, 200-period moving average. And we haven't rotated up here on the ninth race. So I'm going to let it ride, even though we're probably up against, it did make wouldn't be a surprise to see a little consolidation or a rest soon. So, that's the game you have to play, but the game is fun. And, over time you get that discipline, and that's important. The discipline to be able to step up and sometimes say, you know what, I am going to take it off. Maybe it just gave me $50 and I wanted $100. But, the back of my mind, I know how things work. I see them. We know why we got to, if you're watching the show right now and Paul is explaining the tradeometer, now he just outlined the latest alert. The latest tradeometer alert has come in right there, basically. That's fantastic, to have that tool, especially if you're scalping. Now, does that do anything for me trading the Colgate Palmolive, whatever? Yeah, in some cases it does. I get to measure relative strength on a slight pullback, knowing when the pullback's going to be. Of course, you could actually trade this using your, trading the options on some of the ETFs or trading the futures, or even, But these moves are short-term moves, so these alerts are best suited for futures traders. The ES mini futures traders plus the Dow and NASDAQ. We have the similar setups here on that. Now, so we're going to hold on to the Colgate. So I just want to kind of update you on that. And I still think that you're just going to get a nice return on that. Twitter, I told you, I feel is starting to get into play here. I do feel there's some good news out there on the horizon on Twitter. Who knows what it is? It sure does get a good brand recognition on dealing with Trump and news and everyone. Even on the news, like today on Twitter, so-and-so tweeted. There's a brand value to that, and that will be exploited. Believe me, someone will take a position down here and then come out and exploit to saying that, that brand name is worth $2 billion, alone. So that adds, whatever to the stock price. There'll be some kind of crazy analogy to put Twitter back up here in the 20s. It's just a matter of getting in now and seeing that, seeing that potential. I do like it. I have a little Twitter. I'm thinking of adding to it. I wanted to see how it reacted, but I do think it's really good here. So you'll mark that down. We'll probably even go over that again. I don't know. This might be one of those weird, drawn out watch list combination things. I was going to do a fast scan here too, but I want to do the scan here on the outside. So if I find anything good, I want to make sure that goes to the members here. So I'll be right back. All right, we're back here, and on my divergence scans, not much showing up today. We had a few that we still have on our list, and we're going to go over those. One that the one that is a new one that kind of looks interesting is this IFF, National Flavor and Fragrance. I think they do perfumes, probably. It's a perfume store, whatever it is. Now this is a pretty decent price point here, $114. So look back at here. Nice move up out of a nice pullback. It's underneath the 200-period moving average. You broke down underneath that. Some of the things we could do is start to put this chart together. And what's the best way to put this chart? Well, when we see that downward channel line, we start with that top pivot area, and I extend that down. And I want to be honest with myself. We'll put down a couple here. We'll see if this is actually starting to hold. I like that first two, even though we did break through. I'm not going to adjust it. It did go up to the 200, pulled back, and it seems to be holding that line now. Now what I'm also going to do is I'm going to take that, create a parallel trend line, put it right on that first pivot area here. And it came down to that level. And this ended up being kind of a, what we call a 200 EMA channel line bounce. So you have this downward channel. You have the 200 period moving average going through it. You break down through the 200. You come down to the lower trend line, and you bounce back up to the 200. That is a textbook example of this, what we call an HPS playbook play. That is just a textbook thing. It's just textbook. You'll see this pattern play out over and over again. So now we know how to identify it, and we wait for the trade to set up. I set it up for you. We have a few of those setups actually going on right now on the HPS watch list. EXPE is one of them. As you can see, we have this nice little thing. Here's the 200 period moving average. We're waiting for maybe a pullback to the lower trend line. So our alert in the system, I don't have it in front of me, but you have an HPS site, and all these stocks go in there, and it gets down to that trend line. You'll get alerted to it. In this case, it's not doing it yet, and don't know. Maybe it won't do it. Actually, a little gap up here. So if it doesn't happen, there's no loss. There's no harm, no foul on this type of setup. But we mark them out. We prepare ourselves. We don't want to miss them. I hear the market here pulling back. So that's what that looks like here. So that last sell signal here, just a dynamite one. And like I said, we could look back here and say, all right, Colgate's still looking good. Amazon hanging tough, not really giving it much here. And the CMG also not giving up much. So expect these to actually move a little bit higher. Nielsen here, rock and roll. Let's talk about Nielsen. Nielsen ratings. This is a DTR, awesome call here. I hate to say that, but I'm not saying. I do like to say that. I like to get these awesome setups here. It's hard to read into this. It really is. I read into it though. I actually looked at the earnings. I understood why they went down. I understand when some downgrades came out. Understand seeing a divergence here starting to form. A pretty decent divergence, and we did have a little move up, and a divergence works when you identify that divergence and you get it move up. It doesn't mean it has to move a lot. It's not going to move all the way up there. It's going to move in relationship to when it gets overbought fast the first time. In this case, both in the 9 and the 14, we got over there and we kind of pulled back, but this nice pullback is going to be your SPY signal. You can see that we've stopped making those lower lows, and now we've pulled back. Got oversold, just tagged that oversold level, yet we're holding above the recent lows. So we're showing a little different divergence there, a better signal there. And because it's, the news really didn't deserve it to drop as much as it did. So this is just an easy trade for me. I think we move right back up to the 50 period moving average. And we're probably not going to wait until that to take profits. We're already in it, but we get out at 40. As it goes on, you'll be updated to it. And plus, this is also an HPS setup, and of course, like I said, on the HPS setups, let me see if I can bring it over. Here, let me see. I'm just so excited about what we're doing here, DTR, and just it comes down to working as a team and understanding patience is really the key here. And understand just picking the best, not you are really just what's the term called when you just pick cherry picking. We're just cherry picking the setups so we know are setting up properly. So this was what is out there, and you can see we're right in that zone. But now I'm even more excited about, because the one thing that TradingView doesn't do is it doesn't continue its stochastic rotation here on the chart. But if you look at the other chart, you'll see that we rotated right back down. We're still holding that sideways consolidation, and right here, we pulled all the way back down. Now we're starting to head back up. So this is really good. We have no problem getting to our target. Our first target is $44 on this. And I give you that for a little bonus if you're getting this and you're not a member. So that's Nielsen, and that's just, again, perfect. Let me bring that over a little bit more. Market continue to pull back. Oh, man. Do you feel what I'm feeling here? Do you smell what I'm smelling in Amazon? Yeah. And this is the key. I mean, we could all do it together, but we have to have that discipline and patience and understand what we're seeing. You know, it's everything that you become great at. There's a method. There's a method to get great in the most what do you call it? Efficient way. You know, I mean, you could try all different things, but when it comes down to, we realize there is an easier way to do things. If you stick to that, it might be boring. It might take a lot more patience, but the odds are in your favor if you do apply those rules. You're going to do better. And that's the thing you have to get through in your mind. You know, you have to deal with that. You have to accept that. You have to apply it, or else you're never going to be able to conquer these markets. It's too much emotion, too much mental, craziness that goes on between greed and fear and the tug of war and the potential of great profits and fear of great losses. And it just messes with you. But if you're a machine and you consider yourself like a machine with a little intuition added into it, then you understand why we concentrate on the stocks we do. You know, over time, that's what works. And if you continue to wait, you're going to see a setup that has been something you've been watching for the last 20 years. And in my case, yes, 20-something years. So after a while, it starts to show up over and over again. That's what you pay attention to. And you will get, over time, you will get your share of bad beats or news or something that stupid happens with the market and it gets you trapped. Yeah, that's the cost of that playing this game. But, that's like that. You have to step into the batter's box. Eventually, you're going to get hit with a pitch, but that's the game. And that's my analogy for the show, or for the thing. So, anyway, let me start with some of my research. I'll come back and check with you in a second on this video.
A little bit, or I guess it's right here at lunchtime. Not too big of a deal here as far as timing. Markets here moved up to 21.7150. Amazon keep going here, almost 793 going through on Amazon. The Dow Jones is 1990. Hi, John.
Hey, I figured it's cleaner on Skype if you want to just leave the Skype on.
Yeah, I got this crap over here. So you want to just go over some stuff? I know they won't see your screen. Unless you want to share screens, you want to share your screen, and I'll put it up here.
No,
you fine. Sure? Because you can go to call share screen on your side there and just pick how much you want, and I can just put it up here on the broadcast.
All right, fine. I'm just saying that how long are you gonna? I mean,
I don't know. I might see it.
I want to be able to do work in the background too, and just keep, check in and check on because I get behind.
Yeah, I will. She's the whole family's blowing up over here, man.
All right, go ahead. Take care of it. I'm here. Oh, I share screens. How do I do that? Yeah. Full screen. Call. Show me. Let me see. Where am I going? View.
Under call. See where it says down at the bottom, share screen.
All right. Share screens. All right.
I don't see it yet, but
I'll just show my ES here. All right.
Here it comes. All right, cool. Hope it doesn't give me the whole 4K picture here. Yeah, there it is. All right, cool. Yeah, run with that a little bit. So anything you put in there, it'll be broadcasting.
All right.
All right, man. Thanks, Johnny. Appreciate it.
All right. I'll see you in a bit.
All right. Carry on. I'll check in with you in just a minute. Okay.
All right. I'm back on here. Let me stop my recording. I forgot I had my recording going on. All right, I'm taking the broadcast here back live here. 5 points away from Dow 20,000. Look at me breathing heavy. The crickets are out in force. Everything's going so weird here. I hear myself in the background. I got too many shows on. All right, testing 1, 2. All right, where are we here? Google here, 805.76. Markets here 4 points away. 4 points away. Dow, 20,000 here. 4 points away. Oh, no, you're not. No, no more on the hunt there. All right, let me get my cricket call going here. We're going to bring up the Dow. I think we should bring up the Dow on this also. The YM. A little rejection here. Is it the big tease? Today could be the big tease. I mean, this was a tickle that brought you right to the edge. All right. I have a trend line back here. It's an interesting one that we got up to it. Let's see where it goes out to. It's an old retrace. It's an old trend line from an underlying wedge pattern. We broke down and we popped and we pushed up against it. So it is kind of a steep retracement. Hey, thanks, Hippie. Well, we got close to it. I don't know. I thought we'd get a little bit more power to push us right through and just get it over with. We did run out of steam here about, what did we get, about 4 points away from it? We got a Rambod 5-minute sell signal to deal with too. PSA here, the REITs are still grinding higher. I know someone who was in the VTR yesterday. We kind of recommend possibly getting out of that one today. The PSA here up against 230 also. Big reversals yesterday in those. Nike here starting to push back up. Let's not forget Nike. Nike got, let me get back over here. I can tell my charts are a little lagging here. Or my screens. I might just take over, right? Like Sonny said. Paul's dealing with some personal stuff. All right. I think I should do it, right? Be a better show. Better screen action. Market here just 10 points away, 9 points away. EXR here popping here, 79 and change. PSA here popping. Google here continue to show better strength now. I want to shut off Oh, no, I don't want to pull away in case we can't get back on. We're up about 92 points here on the Dow. Very close. Looks like we're going to make it. We're going to go for it. It's a Friday. We don't even have champagne here. I can't mention that. Anthony will drop off some. But I can't, Anthony. Honestly, I have so much. I had so much motivation last night that I have all these projects that I want to get done tonight and today. Amazon here ripping higher, 380, 785. How many we got here? 6 points away. PSA here, 228 and change. Pulling the plug. All right, here's the Apple. See, everything's so delayed. That's what I'm, all right, that's my big fear. Yeah, I'm in transition, and at Dow 20,000, I'm off the air. So I'm like, let's get it over with here. 6 points away. 6 points away. Any suggestions on the 20,000 call here? What song is going to be bringing us in? It'll be a hit. It'll be a trivia question down the road in the analogs of day trading radio. What song do we play for our 20,000 tag here? 2 points away, people. 2 points away. Oh, good one. I'm going to go with that one. Orion, I'm going with it. He killed it. First shot out of the gate. Good job. So we got up to about 2 points away. 2 points away. Two points away. Hey, Jen here, little pop. Second shot. The second shot. 20,000 here survives that brutal attack by the markets to try to get through it, but it rejected it once again. How long can it last? I have the weirdest thing going on with my Google. Everything I touch into my browser pops up my bookmark. Again, damn, this thing is just acting weird today. Amazon here, ripping higher. Kind of a double top here. 2277 on the... It's funny that if you take a look at that tradeometer, no sell signals. We only had the beginning. We could go back to about 11 o'clock, and that was the last signal we really had. And the market here kind of just saying, hey, stay away from the grind. The tradeometer has a way of actually identifying a trend and not giving you consistent, sell signals into a very strong market, because signals continue to, the criteria might be there, but we have a good little safeguard that doesn't put you in harm's way there. So you can actually see there's not many alerts up here. All right, I'm taking over. I'm taking over the show. I'm going to turn off the Skype here. I'm going to turn off the show. I'm going to retake it. All right? Be right there. All right. You guys got me? I should be here now loud and clear. I'm going to turn myself on. See? All right, there we go. And I'll try to quiet the crickets down here. I should have given it a cricket call. That would have put everything in perspective there. What did I just do? Oh, that. I didn't mean to do that. All right, so here we are, 2275. It is coming up on 1 o'clock. People are in the middle of lunch. Do you think people are taking lunch down on Wall Street, or are they saying, "No, stick around. Looks like we're gonna hit"? No, they're taking lunch. They couldn't. I don't think anybody's really even paying attention, except the people on CNBC and people like broadcasting the market like this. We have nothing better to worry about today, except where's our next big divergence setup. Glad to be back here with you. Paul is taking care of some things. He might be on after. But for now, we are taking back the station here. I thought this was supposed to talk. I remember the outer limit saying, "Do not change your dial. Do not touch it. We are controlling everything. We can make it louder. We can make it softer. We have the technology. We can rebuild him." I think I just crossed over into TV shows. All right. Amazon here, looking strong as a bull right now, approaching $800. Hey, $800 is an area we're going to watch on this, but honestly, it's just a bus stop on a tour across America. AMZN here, going the long way. Here it is. You can see it right on my screen here, $799.39. Yes, sir. Look at that pop. This thing's going ripping higher. Crushed my screen again. It'd be good to do Dow 20,000 at the trade show, live at the trade show. That would be good. Here we go. Oh, Whale of the Tail. That's a crazy, bizarre song, huh?
Sorry, I didn't understand the question.
Who the hell asked you? Alexa waking up here, and all of a sudden I forgot you were even next to me.
Sorry, I didn't understand the question I heard.
Alexa, will we hit 20,000 on the Dow today? Alexa, will we hit 20,000 on the Dow Industrial, whatever? Yeah, I thought so. Alexa, what's Amazon's stock price right now?
To look up stock prices, search the finance category of the skill store in the Alexa app and enable your favorite financial skill.
Okay. I'm going to have to do that then. All right, so what do we had here? Dow, 15 points away. We got so close. We got so close today. Give you an exact read on where we got what we got up to here. We still got a lot of work to do. Still got to do my research. I'm on the process of that. Remember, the Dow is 30 stocks. You know we're going higher. My big theory these days is the rotation of great stocks into these indexes. Get the ones out. We're always going to head higher unless we run into a road bump, which is some kind of war or some kind of terrorist attack or something that just shakes the market. But most likely, this is a new age. I've been banging the table here since the election. I think we have a good shot of seeing some new things here come to the market. Who knows what it is, but 20,000 is going to be that's just going to be a road bump. Not a road bump, nothing. It's not even a bump. It's just a marker. It's a mile marker on the street, on the highway. Here's the Dow here. Just waiting here. Everything actually on the daily looks fine. The 5 minutes, let's see if we could time this. 5 minutes embedded. There's a little pullback. We're flagging out. We said this is a very strong thing. There's it's very obvious that everyone's paying attention to it. All right, so is it that easy to get through it when everyone's paying attention to it? Or is it going to come like in pre-market, open up, gap up Monday on something and have to deal with it that way? I was excited to do the Jeopardy thing on Monday, but we might have to do a Jeopardy edition here. Oh my God, Amazon here. Amazon. Isn't Amazon. Man. You know, we're going to rip right through this 800. Here we go. You know, I always, when I was a kid, I used to love this, and then I used to, I don't know, in school or so, wherever I was playing, when I'd be running, that, you know, that sound would be in the background. When he's on the treadmill, he's like running, do. Right there. All right. All right. God. $7.99. $7.99. Come on, Google. You're going to let the Amazon show you up like that today? Come on. You're only up 11. Amazon's up how much? 18? You got to get your
NQ tradeometer overbought.
You got to get your groove on. All right. I got a song going out to Brown Dog. Here we go. What do we got? 7 points away again? All right, back here with you. And again, this is multiple videos I'm doing today. Actually, I was covering the show earlier today. So then I kind of deleted all that because it was repetitive stuff. I was going to record everything I was doing live. But Paul's back on the mic now. We're coming into a little after. Ooh, wow, it's 3 o'clock. An hour left in the day, and I'm just eating lunch. I wanted to make sure we were here for the Dow 20,000. We got within like 60 cents of it. I mean, it was crazy. And then we pulled back. And this is amazing because there wasn't many signals today on the tradeometer. But the ones that did come out, and even though this is a very trending day, we just had one on the buy side, which I think is more important than the sell side one because we did have this kind of trending market today. And there's always a trick about trading trending markets, identifying how strong that trend is, why it's trending, and making sure you're on the right side of the trend. It'll be easier to trade the pullbacks. So we had a buy signal right here, and we get a little bounce, and we had a sell signal over here, and we didn't get too many pullbacks today. So it was good to see that last sell signal here nail that high. The last time, the only thing that really showed up before that was earlier in the day. Let me see if I can zoom in here a little. Trying to. Earlier, much earlier in the day. And they're not that bad. I mean, considering, let me see if I can pull this over here and you can take a look at it. Here is the tradeometer from earlier in the day, again from before 9:30. A little sideways. It did drop off. A nice spike, a nice sell signal, nice pullback, a nice spike, nice sell signal. Kind of a sideways consolidation. And this is where you see the, at this time frame, or this area right here, this pullback right here, probably have a good setup there that you could probably, let me see where that was exactly. I'm going to look at the futures chart here. So that was the pullback right about 10:45, was it? Right here, 10:45. It looks like, yeah. And that 10:45 area wasn't a divergence. It was a nice little pullback. That was it. And then we had that another sell signal right there and right there, and they both gave some good results. And then from that point on, we just pretty much got the top here, and now it's starting to kind of curling back up on the buy signal. So really good alerts today, even in this type of trendy market. But the fact is, I wanted to talk about is probably going to get the better signals going with the trend. So the pullback here, we just had our first buy signal of the day, really. Let me double check that. There was one that went out. It came out about 8 o'clock in the morning. So this is really the first one of the day. Now, on Friday, we got very close to 20,000. A lot of focus on this. We haven't checked the charts really, and this will be my first time looking at this. This is kind of the market radar section of the video now, and where we take a look at the outlook going into next few days based off of multiple time frames, and that's what the market radar is about. And I add the market radar into all the watch lists. So again, looking at the beginning of next week, if we ended right here, let's go all the way out with the weekly here. Even the weekly, which is harder to gauge because an embedded weekly could mean months and months of upside. The daily here is a nice rotation, and you can see we're not quite overbought on the 9.3. The 14.3 gotten back up above that 80 line, and we do have that. We are about to break. We are breaking new highs. Still looks a little bullish though. Something about it. I mean, we could go embedded. 60-minute time frame, always. A much faster time frame, much faster rotation. This was, nice pullback, nice pop, and now we're embedded again. So we're starting to lose the pullback phase of that. We're embedded. It's going to be harder to see that rotation. So there is a little caution to be had going into this. The 5-minute looks actually quite good. Kind of rotated back down, got into an oversold level again, and we'll see if we start to push back up one more time before the end of the day. We're in the last hour of the trade, looking out into next week and considering what we have coming up. We have the inauguration coming up in 13, 14 days. I think the market here continues to, see what the future is. I think there's great setup still, and the Amazons and the Googles and at the highs, Apple even, Colgate, Palmolive, the stocks that we're in basically are the ones that are moving, and we're probably going to see these things to continue to move. So we need to just focus on them. There is a few new ones, like right now we just got into this new one. Oh yeah, the banks next week, and again, I don't know what buttons I'm pushing, but I like the bank trade next week. I think J.P. Morgan here, it pushes higher. I thought about it last night. I thought about it today. I forgot to mention it earlier. I like the banks a lot. I think the banks, even though they made a tremendous run, I think they surprise. I mean, the market's been going up. Everything has been going good. You're going to see this reflected in the banks. And Jamie Dimon, he pretty much called the bottom of the market. And the pullback when he bought all those shares at J.P. Morgan. I really do like the banks. I want to take a look at those charts tonight. I'll actually do a review on the banks. We got VTR here moving up here. I know some people were in that trade with me earlier. They might be still holding it. VTR here moving up. Nike here continue to move. It's 3:33. I don't know. I'm considering taking the show back over again. Just to show you some charts, or I'll just let it play out and I'll start my research because I need to get that done, and I haven't really even gotten too far into it. So, I'll get back to you on that. All right. I do have a stock for you. I just remembered I have one on my watch list that snuck out. I don't remember writing it down. I just remembered it, brought it up. It looks great today. I want to look for a position now. I want to get in something here, and I want to post it. I'm not going to talk about it. So this is going out to you guys, the members only. This is a great setup.
Trade alert in the box.
All right, trade alert in the box there. I just had to make sure I got that all out to you. Blowing up your email box. Blowing up your email box today, huh? All right, well, you know what? We're still close enough to make a run here. We're in the last 20 minutes of the trade. We're 12 points away. We might just gap up into that 20,000, but we got real close to it today. And I mean, it counts in horseshoes and hand grenades, but the market here, they're going to say no go until we really hit it. And I'll be sending out a chart. I'm going to put that setup that we just got into on the HPS watch list tonight, along with the IFF, which is starting to move, and some other good ones. So looking pretty good. We're in some good setups going into next week. I want to continue on with the watch list and try to get that out to you tonight. If I don't, it'll come out tomorrow. But either way, it'll be stacked full of good stuff. And, well, you got most of it today on the mic anyway, so you might even be able to skip it. Do we have a little divergence here? Yes, we do have a divergence. Again, my chart is not on the screen, but you have a lower low and a higher low. That's a buy divergence.
High tick alert.
And a high tick alert. And that means 80 push-ups. So I can't do, I do push-ups, but I have to push see, the thing with this Zello is I'm keeping my finger on the button, so I'm going to have to actually do one-handed push-ups now. And I don't know if I could do that right now. Not yet. All right, we're getting back here. I'm turning off the music. I realized that the music was a little loud. So if you're on the outside, not on the dashboard, it's pretty hard to listen to the show like that. You don't control, you have commercials, you can't control the music, you can barely hear me underneath the music. But if you're on your dashboard and a member, you have this special, really great dashboard. You can control all the audio aspects of the show, including the news, the pit, everything. My voice, the music, and it's just a great... I need to be part of the dashboard. I need to be part of the Day Trading Radio family. PSA, pushing back up a little. Things are just kind of rolling into the close. We're still within that range, just to pop up there. Real fast, tag that 20,000, get over it with it. And if we get above 20,000, there's a lot of technical guys out there that say, depending on where our closing price is on the day we break above 20, do we come back underneath it? Do we close above it? That has a lot to do to play in too. Plus, it's the end of the week, so we're gonna have a weekly candle starting to form today. So there's a lot of things going into the market today that could, I'm not even. I'm here talking on the mic, and I didn't push the Zello button, so no one got to hear me. So I apologize for that. But I was just going over, the market going up to 20K here, and how, the closing price is important, especially at the end of the week with a weekly candle bar, candlestick finishing, and there's a lot of technical traders out there that pay attention to where we close. If we close above that 20K, or do we go up above it and close lower underneath it? It does mean a lot. And there's a lot of good talk about it. Depends if we close above that. As I said, I just think it's a one stop along a nice journey this year, higher.